The police had come and gone, working with a grim efficiency, given Boston's skyrocketing homicide rate. Now they had another killer to hunt. With the city behind them, and the boats out on the water, and planes taking off from Logan Airport, Bob still could hear the lapping of the tide on the sand. He'd never felt so damn helpless and alone. Deirdre Ida McCarthy. Patsy crossed her arms on her chest as if she were cold. It's the name of an Irish saint, you know. Saint Ida was born Deirdre and took the name Ida when she made her vows. Ida means thirsting for divine love. Patsy was deeply religious, but Bob had stopped attending Mass regularly when he was 16, and his mother said it was up to him to go or not go. He knew he'd go back to church for Deirdre's funeral. I've never been good at keeping track of the saints. He tried to smile. Even the Irish ones. St. Patrick, St. Bridget, and St. Ida are early Celtic saints. St. Ida had the gift of prophecy. Angels visited her throughout her life. Do you believe in angels, Bob? I never thought about it. I do, she whispered. I believe in angels. It wouldn't strike Patsy as particularly contradictory to say in one breath she'd heard a banshee, a solitary fairy, and in another that she believed in angels. If her beliefs brought comfort, Bob didn't care. He didn't know what to tell her about banshees or angels or anything else. Her husband had died of a heart attack 4 years ago. Now this. The police will find who took Deirdre from us. No, they won't. They can't. Patsy shifted her gaze back to the crime scene tape floating in the water. The police are only human, after all. They won't rest until they catch whoever did this. It was the devil who took Deirdre. It wasn't a man. Doesn't matter. If the police have to go to hell to find and arrest the devil, that's what they'll do. If I have to do it myself, I will. No. No, Bob. Deirdre wouldn't have you sacrifice your soul. She's with her sister angels now. She's at peace. Bob suddenly realized Patsy meant the devil literally. He pictured Deirdre, with her blonde hair and blue eyes, her translucent skin and innocent smile. She was as good ever was. She wouldn't have stood a chance with someone who meant her harm, devil or no devil. He'd miss her. He'd miss her for as long as he lived. He pushed back his emotions. It was something he'd need to learn to do if he was going to be a detective and catch people the likes of whoever had killed Deirdre. We don't want this cretin to hurt someone else. No, we don't. Patsy turned from the water. But there are other ways to fight the devil. Two hours later, Bob found his sister, Eileen, reciting the rosary on a bench in the shade of a sprawling oak on the Boston College campus, where she had a summer work-study job at the library. I didn't know you still had rosary beads, he said. I didn't either. I found them in my jewelry box this morning. She spoke in a near whisper as she held a single ivory-colored bead between her thumb and forefinger. I haven't said the rosary in ages. I thought I might not remember, but it came right back to me. Bob sat next to her. His sister was the smart one in the family. She'd returned 2 days ago from a summer study program in Dublin. No one had called to tell her Deirdre had gone missing. What could Eileen do from Ireland? Why spoil her time there when they all hoped Deirdre would turn up safe and sound? When news of the discovery of Deirdre's body reached the O'Reilly household that morning, Eileen pretended nothing had happened and left for work. I've just come from the waterfront with Mrs. McCarthy, Bob said. Eileen tensed, as if his words were a blow, and he didn't go on. Her hair was more dirty blonde than red like his, and she had more freckles. She'd never thought...